This is one of my Eversol inverters. It's a... Oh, I don't want to pick it up like that. Oh. TL3200. So, this is the inside of it. And down here we have the negative of PV1, positive of PV1. And what has occurred is... and that's positive of PV1, which is still intact. But what has occurred some while back is probably somebody trying to disconnect it with a bit too much force and not using the clips, the pliers well enough. Pulled this and snapped the plastic, two hands, snapped the plastic thread off the connector. Now this is just a normal half of a bunch of cheap replacement connectors. These are like ones you'd normally put on wires, and there's the reverse grommet. Now what I've also got is a 19mm diameter lap cable nut, I think that is, a very slim nut. You don't really need all this backing stuff if you're putting it into plate. But the one thing that I found you do need to do, because I've already done this repair on here, this is my other one, slightly bigger 4600. It's kind of interesting. We've got two very similar ones, and realizing that the internals are same but slightly different. So, spot the difference time, which is bigger. It is that one. So that one I've already replaced, and I had to drill out to accommodate this, which is bigger. So how I'll do that is a step drill bit. Let's put that back so stop idle hands getting in the way. So sunny-ish day, which is nice. 23rd of June. So got some wires here to kind of avoid crushing. So I've got a hole there that needs drilling out. Okay, how am I going to do this? How have I got a tripod? I'll be back in a second. Alright, so continuing this video outside now, it's a bit sunny. So, step drill bit. Jig. Also, put that there somewhere to offer it up every so often. I think it's a 19, so we'll go for the 16. I think we'll go for that. Right. Just flip that from the back. Oh. Right, so that drill hole is actually bigger now, and the nice thing about a step drill bit is it keeps the hole concentric in the middle with where it used to be. So we're taking this piece off here. Oh yeah, sorry, it needs to go 2 steps. 2 steps. Yeah, my mistake. Back to it. Back. Right, that is hopefully a nice fit. There you go. Job nearly done. Turn it over. Put the cap on the back. So, hang on. And there we go, finished article. Reason I took all this off and did it out here is that you don't want any of these metal filings, these aluminium swarf in the inverter. That could be nice and scary. So What have we got here? I'll go take this back to this plate, back to here now, and I'll probably take that off there and put it in there. Okay. Right, had a bit of a dilemma when I was trying to put this MC4 connector back into that hole, which is the right thing, but slightly different spec of manufacture. You can kind of see where the ridges are there, that they don't line up. So I've put this new one on that should mate with this new connector, and it's fine. It's crimped solid. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to have any tension on it either, because it's going to be inside of the unit, and that's, yeah. So anyway, let's see if this one fits now. Should just click in. I don't know. So maybe these ones are slightly different, and they need the backing thing, which is that. But because of the nut, that doesn't fit on anymore. Right, gonna have to think around this. Right, finally solved this. So I couldn't go the way I was before with the lap cable nut, because for some reason it's not captivating like this is. So I went back and used the other end of the MC4 connector, but the problem I had is that I've got the thickness of this alley, which means that that's not screwed on all the way. So I went back to my Aldi set of washers and found the right one. I found one that was a bit like this. I curled it over 3 times and I've kind of stuffed it in. It's not coming out the top there because it's, you know, rolled over 3 times, but that's secure. It's going nowhere. There's no play in that. If there is, there's a very small amount that's just from the rubber, which is kind of good. It's a good thing, if anything. But yeah, that will suffice. I've done a clearance check. I just offered it up, be that way round into there to make sure that the depth of that connector doesn't affect anything. And under here. And yeah, that's it for now. One hopefully fixed inverter. Alright, so this is nearly all done, right? That's now on, that's solid. This is the comms cable, RS485 Modbus, which got on the other one, and it's going to Raspberry Pi. Clearly could be tidier, but it works. So they will daisy chain. That one will go into that one will then go into that one, and that will record both sets of data coming out. Just be careful when I was putting this back on. The LEDs weren't lined up, and so I had to take all these screws and all these screws back out just to lift it a smidge, just to get the LEDs going back over that, and so that this daughter board PCB wasn't on the wonk. But yeah, it's all back together. Get the piece of cowling to make it look pretty. Back on, click, and click, and that should be ready to go. So hopefully the next video will be where I've got it hooked up to a few solar panels. Thanks for watching. Bye.